Yo, 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 welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing tonight? This ought to be a good one for sure. Trying to fix my shirt. Lord have mercy. All right, well, let's adjust this screen and then we can get into it. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. All right. Well, how's everyone doing today? It's been a really good day, actually. I feel like I've gotten a lot done. Got a new exciting video coming up later on this week, probably Saturday. I was hoping to have it out on Monday, but we're obviously past Monday, so that didn't happen. But yeah, so I'm hype for new videos. Got a lot of exciting, crazy things coming up in the next couple of weeks that I will maybe talk about in this stream. I don't know if we're ready to talk about it yet, but it's gonna be big stuff. I appreciate y'all hopping on last week on a Thursday instead of my usual day, Wednesday. I went to a YouTube creators event, and let's just say it went extremely well. Got to meet a lot of cool people, got some amazing opportunities about it, and it's really cool just to see. I had no idea how many YouTubers were in my city, and so got to meet a lot of amazing people who share the same passion. Maybe not drones and cinematography, but making good content. So yeah, it's been awesome. So how is your all's Wednesday treating you? Anyone gonna be affected by the crazy storms? I was watching a meteorologist YouTuber's live stream earlier, talking about Chicago is about to get hit with some crazy stuff. So yeah, hopefully it's not true, but anyways, yeah, we're flying today. Got the new drone, or not new drone, fixed up the drone last week. If you want to check out that stream, I put an 04 Pro in a Flylens 85. So there'll be a full video out on that in the next 2 weeks, and then yeah, that was a fun stream. And then the next day, I spent about 14 hours fixing other drones, and they, in fact, did not get fixed. So the big thing that I struggle with in FPV is actually programming the drones. I am terrible at it. In terms of like the PID tune and the rates and everything like that, it's just not going well for me. So I need to call in an expert and have them teach me exactly how to do this, because I feel like it's something simple that I'm missing. But anytime I have updated a drone to a new version of Betaflight, it has absolutely not gone well. So don't like that at all, and I kind of need to figure that out, because I want to do a couple new series on the channel. But they require me being able to program drones. And so if I can't do that, then it doesn't work. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you guys for coming and joining in and hanging out. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That'll allow you to interact with the stream. You got to be a subscriber in order to interact. And then like the stream as well. It lets YouTube know that you do, in fact, like the stream, and we'll try to get other people who might be interested in the same thing to view it as well. So it really does help out, and I appreciate it. And then also, you should subscribe if you want drone content, because that's about all we do around here. There'll be some filmmaking stuff being thrown in, yeah, but we're flying. I'll just checked myself in the camera. We have a new camera this week. I feel like every single week I've been doing live streams, I've been upgrading slowly, and this week we've got a new camera on the desk, so I hope it looks better. I'm using one of my real cameras today, so that's always a fun and interesting thing to to go back and watch the streams and see how new equipment actually performed, if it did anything or if it just didn't do nothing. So, but yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to interact, ask me questions. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, this is what we're doing today. I need to get like CJ or someone on here that we can go back and forth with tricks, because I want to learn some more tricks. I mean, we can already do an inverted yaw spin kind of, but there's just a lot of creative tricks that a ton of these pilots know how to do that I'm just not there and just don't think about them. And so I know, you know, we can always improve, and that's what it's all about. So ooh, diving down in. Oh, missed that one. I will say, so fun stuff. I did purchase a new simulator this week that is different than this one. And I've got to say, after playing it quite a bit more, we might have a new favorite simulator. Also, it might work on stream as well. Yo, what's up, Mr. Kid? Welcome back to the stream. I was just saying, we have a new drone simulator that might be my favorite compared to this one. Can't say for certain yet. We're still evaluating it, but it is an absolute blast. So the new software is uncrashed. And people have been telling me, no, not uncrashed. I'm sorry, Liftoff. Lots of people have been telling me to get it for a while now, and I just haven't. And I got it this week, and I am loving it. I love the so they have this thing where you can. Are you able to join the session? Yeah, jump on in. It's Johnny Trigo YT on Velocidrone. Oh, we need to check and see what Demo was doing. Nothing. Come on, Demo. So I don't know who this speed person is, but they're not getting. I'm not starting a race. It's not happening. So yeah, that's where we're at. And Liftoff is fantastic. It's got this mode on it. That is, well, they've got God mode, and then they've got not God mode. If you turn on not God mode, your crashes actually matter. It damages your drone where you crash it. So for instance, like if you hit a propeller really hard, that propeller will be bent in real life, and in the game it gets bent too, and it messes up your flying. You're still technically able to fly, but it messes up your flying. And so it's definitely teaching me to be a lot more precise with my movements in the simulator. So for instance, something like this, like right here, like hitting that, the drone still flies fine in this simulator, but in Liftoff, it would be all jacked up. It might still fly, but it would be very hard to control. So, yeah, I'm loving Liftoff more and more. I like the analog simulation on there. It's just, it's pretty cool. So check that one out. But this one is Velocidrone. If you're wanting to get in a simulator and if you want to hop in and play, this is what we stream every single week, and I'm just hitting things at this point. All right, let's try our dive into here. Let's see how well this works. If we can even do it. Oh, okay. Well, we got through it. We didn't dive very well. We kind of just hit a gap. And that one didn't work either. It's not good. It's not good, chat. We're starting off slow today. Also, I'm just kidding. I was about to say I haven't flown in like a week, but I flew for a good amount of time yesterday. So it's just me. That's all it is. All right, let's see if we can get a successful dive. Oh, Oh, that was so close. So close. All right, let's try it again. If we get this successful dive, everyone has to subscribe. How about that? And we need likes. So it turns out the way that this software works is the more likes that I get on the stream, the more ability I have to be able to do this. So if you hit the like button, look at that. Someone had to have hit the like button just then because I got through it. So keep hitting that like button and it'll propel my drone and make my skills more accurate. All right, sweet, Mr. Kid. Come on and jump on in. All right, be hitting that like button because I'm going to need it. Oh, that one was close. I'm just struggling. Like, I need to just flick it properly. Ignore that. Just gotta roll. Maybe if I go, oh, that was almost better going the other way. I don't like going that way. I turn to the left too much, and that is apparent in this as well. When you hit the button, I did better. See, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Kid. I do much better. The more likes that I get on the stream, the more battery my drone gets and the better my rates become. And so it just helps. Look at that. Someone else had to have just hit the like button because every single time they hit it, I do better and better. So we got to start smashing that like button in order to make sure I can get this dive. Look at that. Oh, I mean, it wasn't great, but we did so much better. Look at that. See, I'm telling you, it's working. It's working. Keep it up. Oh, I didn't get any like buttons on that. You have a 5-inch frame rate. What kind of batteries are you running on it? I can actually show you. We'll pause this for a second. You can look at demo and what he's doing. So I am running these RDQ 13. Oh, hang on. All right, back with the microphone. I'm running these, the RDQ 1300 6S. They're cheap and they work, and so that's why I keep buying them. Also, they were having a battery sale this week, so I bought a bunch of batteries. I had to get a couple more batteries for my Pavo 20 Pro because I only had 2, and then I got some batteries for a drone review that I've got coming up that I did not have batteries for that style of drone. So we got like 5 batteries over the week. So yeah, but to answer your question, the RDQ 1300s, I think they're essentially just G&B batteries, and they work. I'm not crazy when it comes to batteries. I know a lot of pilots are very particular about the batteries that they run. I like to have 100 Cs on my battery, and other than that, that's about all I care about. And then the milliamp hours, I got 1300 because that was the first battery that I got, and I've just used it ever since. So no real thought goes behind my batteries. Now for the drone that I'm getting a long range drone, and that one there was some thought that went into it. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Sorry, the kid. You found it, so, or Mr. Kid, my bad. You found it, so that's good. Do you think running 4000 6S is a good option for your drone? You're trying to justify the purchase of another one, but most of FP batteries seem to lower. What's up, Chad? What's up, Skyline Pixels? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so my question for you is, I understand you're wanting to run a 4000. What style of drone are you flying? Are you flying a long range drone? Are you flying a 5-inch freestyle? What kind of drone are you flying? Because then that really depends on the batteries that you want to get and how you want your flight to go. I am doing absolutely fantastic, Chad. I'm so glad you're doing well. That makes me happy. I love having people come back in the stream every single week. It's my favorite. So Chad, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well, and we're flying again. Also, a huge shout out to Demo FPV. He's on this server as well. He is the He's my subscriber of the month. The man is a legend. So he's a member of the month. That's what it is. So yeah, look him up. Awesome stuff. Yeah, and I greatly appreciate it. So consider becoming a member. That would be fantastic. It's cheaper than like 2 cups of coffee, maybe, depending on where you live. So for 2 cups of coffee a month, you can support me and the things that I do here and keep the live streams and the drone videos coming. So it's the easiest way to show your support. Super thanks are also greatly appreciated, as well as everything I do is self-funded, whether it's me or my business. So it just means the world to me whenever you all take some ownership in this channel and help me out. And that too includes like asking questions and giving me video ideas and everything like that. So if you wanna chat with me and get some content going, or I've got super specific questions, becoming a member is the easiest way to do that. All right, back to Biddy. So you've got a 5-inch long range. Yeah, so I think 4,000 is fine on that, I believe. It might be a little heavy. I know the drone that I'm reviewing is a 7-inch, and they suggest a 3200 6S LiPo on it. But they also suggest a 4800 lithium ion. So I'm not sure what kind of pack, or if you're going to fly lithium ion or LiPos. But those are kind of the numbers that I was looking for. I ended up not being able to find a 3200 6S battery, so I went with 2800s. And they're still pretty beefy batteries. So I don't know how it's going to affect your flight time and stuff, but I would probably look into like a 2800, but I also can't say for sure because I haven't flown long range yet, and that review video will come as soon as they get the drone right now. There's a deal for 2 3300 LiPos on Amazon right now. What brand are they? Because yeah, I might need to pick up those too. I'll have to check that out after the stream. HRB. I don't know if I've heard of HRB. Probably similar to GMB. But yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to look at that after the stream. We got some people in here. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You must be a subscriber to interact with the live streams. That way, people who want to be here are able to ask questions, and people who just want to troll are not able to. So got to be a subscriber for more than 5 minutes to be able to interact with the stream. But your questions are very much so welcome, and I will answer everything I can to the best of my ability. A generic Amazon name brand one, you think? Not that bad for 4,000 million. Okay, cool. Well, if that's the case, then I probably need to look into those. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a battery snob. I think I will become a battery snob if one vents on me. But yeah, that's it. How do you turn on manual mode? You had it on before, but it's not on now. So if you go up to the corner here and you look at mode, you should be able to click it. Yeah, you can click it and change the mode. So we can go into angle mode, which I do not like, but it kind of brings your drone back to horizon. You can kind of look at my sticks down there. Also, I kind of want to hide the chat. I don't want this on there. How do I hide the chat? I don't know how to hide the chat, but we just need to not have that on there. You mean like that so you're able to arm the drone yourself? Oh, I'm not sure. That has to be set up in your settings. I don't have that to where the drone is just always armed for me. That's the way that I fly on here. But it would be, I believe it would be in your controller settings if you were gonna do that. All right, let's check in with Demo and see how he's flying. Okay, I see you kissing the wall a little bit. Look at him go. Oh, he's running out of room. Get it, boy. flipping and tricking. Killing the game. Let's see him do the tower dive. Let's see you do the dive. Oh, a little trippy action. Okay, I see you. All right. Dive the ladder. Let's see it, demo. Oh, here he goes. He's going to do it. Oh, come on. You got to dive inside the ladder. Come on. W is in the chat for demo. Also, like the chat or like the stream, and it'll give him some more boosts and some more battery to get his drone going. So hit that like button on the stream, and it helps our drones. Look at him. Okay, I see you. All right. Oh, let's see what Chad's got. Let's see what he's got. Oh, skirting by. All right, let's see what Chad's doing. Oh, we got demo racing him. Are we gonna do some flips? We gonna flip it? Ooh, get him! Oh, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's jump back in. All right, I think we need to try this this tower dive again, and see if we can do it. And remember, the more likes you all send on this stream, the better my dives get. Oh, that one was so much closer. I'm telling you, we're going to get this whole tower before the end of the stream. But y'all got to keep hitting that like button. And then subscribing gives me 25 extra XP. So hit that subscribe button. Also, on my end, it says it's been 14 days since we've had a subscriber on a live stream. So I think it might be broken. Can someone check and see if that is the case? Because I don't know if it's updating or not. So hit that subscribe button and let me know. Oh, I hit the throttle. That wasn't good. All right, let's see what we got. Nope, I way overshot it. Way overshot it. Oh, I hit the grate. Oh, but we pulled out of it. Look at that. Never disarm. That's why I don't have disarm set up on my controller, because we never disarm. And then things like that happen. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. All right, here we go. See, y'all aren't hitting that like button enough, because if you were, I'd be making this. Oh, so close. Come on. All right, we'll give it like 2 more shots, and then we'll move on to something else and come back to it, because I don't want to bore you all with just trying to hit this one thing. All right, we got 1 more. We'll do 2 more full crashes. That's what we'll do. Oh! Bam, 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 bam. I mean, it wasn't clean, but like, we did it. So I feel like W's in the chat for that one. That one was that was pretty impressive, not gonna lie. So hit that. Give me some W's in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, that's what we do here. Flying drones is the name of the game. I really need to hit one of those in real life. I think it'd be really cool to have like me do it in the simulator and then be able to do it in real life, something like that, like a ladder dive like that. I think that would be really cool. The problem is finding someone who will allow me to dive their crane like that with a real drone. But we'll work on it. Once I get my Basher quad built, we'll definitely have to do that. And we are getting very close every single day. So I think the company that is sponsoring the motors just sent out motors the other day. And then I think the only thing I have left to do is just get the frame. And I just got to get that from Radbeard FPV. So yeah, trying to dive through the crane. All right, let's see it, Chad. Let's see it. Hit that crane. We're going to get a drink of water. It really would be epic doing it in real life. I think it would be really cool to kind of have a side-by-side comparison video of like me doing it in the simulator, and then the next video me doing it in real life. I think that would be impressive. And then I could make it into a long form piece of content of just like, you know, how I did it and going through the stuff. So that would be really cool. All right, Chad, let's see this crane dive. Let's get it. I could start a race right now. I don't think we want to do that, but if y'all want to demo, if you want to jump in a race, I'll start a race, and we can see what happens. We'll switch over and see what Demo's doing. Demo, you want to race? Chad, do you want to race? You said no, you don't want to race? Why not? That's... Psh, come on. Look at this. We can all race together. I'll keep my camera angle at like whatever it is now. So 11, I think my camera is at. And we can race. See, look at that. I'm already crashing. We can race. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it, Demo. Chad's up for it. So, Demo, we got it. We'll do one race. We'll do one race, and we'll see how it goes, cuz I'm not the greatest at racing. So, we'll try it out and we'll see what happens. I will say though, if I beat y'all, then I don't know. We got to do something. We got to make it interesting. Put something on this. Oh, all right. Let's try this race. Here we go. We're going to race. Demo, you ready? Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. All right, here we go. We're going to race. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Feel like I got clipped. Someone hit my propellers at the beginning of the race. Oh no. All right, we've got one crash. One crash. Battery level is still good. Got to flip over the apex of the turn. Just kidding. I've been watching a lot of Formula One lately. It's a problem, but I'm loving it. I think it's my new... Formula One is my new obsession, if we're being honest. Oh, barely snaked it through. This is terrible. I really wish. Look at that. That wasn't even my best lap time. All right. We finished the race. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what we got going on. Demo, you got this. Hit that gate. Hit that gate. Oh, he said no. All right, Chad, I see you. All right, coming through. Get that gate. Get it. Ah! Listen, I don't know if anyone watching the stream understands how hard that this is to hit gates on this. And like, look, he got stuck in the thing. How do I reset the race? Am I able to do that? I don't think I can reset the race. I think you all might have to finish the race in order for it to reset. All right, Demo got out of the water. Let's see ya. You got this. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't think anyone on this realizes how hard racing actually is to get through those gates. It is not an easy thing whatsoever. This is one of the reasons why I don't race, because it is so difficult to get through these gates. It's really just not fun whenever you're getting through them. So I'm not sure. Do I need to reset the map? Especially when you usually do acro. Yeah, it's definitely difficult to get it done. You kind of that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I have been racing so much is because it's forced me to be so much better as a pilot. It's really one of those things that, I mean, you have to. It sucks, honestly. Racing for the first, like, if you're serious about it and racing every day, racing for the first probably month is awful. It is the worst thing. But once you get it, oh, demo has completed the lap. But once you finally get it, it gets so much easier. But it's just one of those things where like practice makes perfect, and you really have to like hone in your rates and know exactly what you're doing. Especially because race rates are normally much lower than freestyle rates. So, for instance, right now I'm on my freestyle rates, and I want to say we're in like the 800s, which is very fast for a race rate. Normally, whenever I'm doing race rates, I'm at like 550. And if you don't know what that means, maybe I should make a video about rates, just basic rates. So yeah, so dealing an 800 is, I want to say that's how many times rotations per, no, there's no way it's rotations per minute. It might be. Yeah, it might be 800 RPM is what your drone is moving at. So if you've got your rates at 800 RPM, you would do that 800 times in a minute. And I'm sorry if that just made anyone's head hurt. So whenever you're freestyling, you obviously want your rates to be higher because you want to be able to do quicker movements. But if you're racing, you need more precision, so you don't want your rates to be as high. You want your stick inputs to be less than if you were doing freestyle. So that's one of the things that that's important, and that changes whenever you are racing. Also, that line was pretty epic, not gonna lie. I just kind of whipped that out. That one was not epic. That was a fail. We can do oh, and Chad finished the race. Heck yeah. Well, good. I'm glad I don't have to reset it. Makes me happy. Oh, and we did not hit that gap. And we crashed. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. If you're not crashing, are you really flying FPV? The answer is no. All right, so who wants to hear an absolutely insane story of something that happened last week and things that I now get to do because of what happened last week at the YouTube creators event? Who wants to hear it? Let me know in the chat if you're ready for this, or if I just need to wait and make a YouTube video on it later. But I will say, if I make a YouTube video on it, it will not be on this channel. It'll be on my my business channel. Oh, hitting everything. All right, let's try this dive again and see if I can get it twice in one stream, because we already did it the one time. Now let's see. Oh, nope, that was an epic fail. That was a big old fail of epic proportions. There we go. Now we're getting some lines in. Splitting that. Oh, should not have turned at that point. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Oh, come on. I need to get that Matty flip in. Boom. That's what we like to see. And then for the dive, and he gets it. Oh, scraped the bottom plate a little bit on that one, but that's nothing that we can't fix later. Oh, almost got through that cleanly. Come on. It's one thing to be able to go through gaps, but it's another thing to be able to go through gaps at high speed, and that's what I want to be able to do, is just hit insane gaps at high speed. Oh, all right. So there was this one game of drone that we played where you had to go above this like this, and then you had to knife edge that. I don't know if I can do it again. Let's see here. Oh, we're getting close. All right, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to Matty flip this and then knife edge the pipes. Or we're going to try to knife edge the pipes. Let's get it going. Where is it at? Right here. All right. So, Matty flip. And no, did not do a Matty flip. Oh, let me explain to everyone what a Matty flip is. Okay. So you've got a normal flip, which is that. A Matty flip is kind of like a gainer. Well, no, not really. I don't know. It's a front flip, but you come through backwards. So, like, watch. This is a Matty flip. You flip over it, and then you come through backwards, and that's how you Matty flip. And then what I'm trying to do is a knife edge out of that, which a knife edge is whenever you flip your drone sideways and you fly through something. So, like, that was not a knife edge because I fully rotated. But, like, this would be a knife edge. So coming up here and flipping it real quick and then getting through. But you're supposed to get through cleanly. You're not supposed to wreck like that or touch things like that. And so, yeah. So the goal is, if we can get it back, goal is Matty flip to knife edge. But we just got to do it right. That's the key. Just got to do it right. I think I'm too far over to the left whenever I'm doing that. I need to get closer to the edge. I'm on the... can't sing. Don't want to get copyright strucketh. Oh, that was so close. I just didn't turn close enough. Come on, bruh. We got this. This is another trick I would like to be able to do in real life, but, you know, it's kind of hard to be able to break drones whenever the drones that you do have are used for work. So, we just won't do it yet. All right, does anybody have any questions? Oh, we came in way too hot. Way too hot. What hit me with them drone questions. Also, hit that like button if you have not already, and subscribe. Especially if you want to interact. This is a subscribers only chat, so you must be subscribed in order to play. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. So hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out. Ask me drone related questions or even life related questions. Listen, we can do a little ask me anything. Hit me with the questions. Ask me anything. We'll do it. We'll switch it up. Hit that like button and then ask me a question. Anything. We're going to go deep tonight on this stream. All right, Matty flip into the knife edge. Kind of. I mean, listen, it was not clean, but technically we got through it without breaking the drone. So let's try it again. Oh, or we could do this. That's too easy. I've done that before. Because you can come up and you can do just a normal flip over this and then knife edge into that if you do it properly, which I did not. But I think the Matty flip to knife edge is a little bit more impressive. Also way, way, way harder. All right. Let's get that chat popping. So switching it up, ask me anything, and it does not have to be drone related. You know. Or here's just your you know, whatever you all want. Oh, that was so close. Also, here's your reminder to smile. Isn't that fancy? Wow, look at that. I'm just kidding. That was lame. I got that because I do photography, and whenever I got tired of telling people to smile, so now whenever I go to take a picture, they see and they smile. Or they just don't notice at all, and it was you know, it's just a little inside joke for me. It's fine. Everything is fine. All right, knife edge. Okay, technically we did it again, but that one was worse than the first one, I think. Okay, that one was clean. All right, somebody clip that, because did you? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I went through this gap as well. Whenever I did that, so it was clean. It was also not clean because it wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. But like, come on, that was impressive. That deserves some likes or something. That was, we did it. All right, let's come up with something else. So we already did knife edge, and then we can do another knife edge, kind of roll through it. We can do some yaw spins. Yaws. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Yaws. All right, demo, write that down. We need a t-shirt that says yaws instead of yes. Who let me be on the internet and talk this much to myself? This is not okay. I might be going crazy. I haven't left the house in a couple of days because your boy's been working. So, yeah, this is as good as it gets. This is comedic gold right here, in case y'all were wondering. So we've got a new shirt coming out in the next couple of weeks that just says yaws. And it's going to be from this live stream right here. So if you are a part of this live stream right now, DM me, and we'll get you a shirt that says yaws. So that means demo for sure gets the first shirt, because that's hilarious. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna go make it on my merch site right now. We'll just it'll be like an image of a drone spinning sideways, and then it'll say yaws. Oh, someone just left the session. Sorry about that. It's fine. Boom, hit that gap. So clean, so fresh. They're going to call me Tide Pods over here. I'm so fresh. See, that's another thing. Maybe I just need to jump in a stream and just talk, and we'll get some slogans for some t-shirts. We'll make a Tide Pod drone. All right. Come on. I need to quit crashing and hit these gaps. Oh, I say that, and I immediately crash into a pillar. It is fine. Everything's fine. Ooh. Boom. Man, take them to Gapplebee's. That needs to be on a shirt, too, because I've said that in multiple videos, and people have enjoyed it. So we're going to get the Yaws shirt, and we're going to get the Gapplebee's shirt. Any other shirts that we should be making for FPV pilots, let me know. Oh, there are boxes in here, and I cannot see. That's lovely. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions about anything? Is anybody... Oh, hey, I missed a subscriber. Thank you, Helder Silva, for subscribing. I don't know how I missed that. I've got alerts that are supposed to go into my ears. So I apologize that I missed that, but thank you so much for your subscription. It is greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the stream. It definitely helps me out. Every subscriber, I get 25 additional XP. So we're trying to get to, trying to level up. You feel? All right, I was impressed with that knife's edge. Not gonna lie, I still can't get over that. Let's see if I can do it again. Nope. Nope, I knew that one wasn't happening as soon as it came off my hands. It's like a basketball player whenever they shoot ball and it comes off their hands. They just know that, not saying anything, but, you know, you can feel whenever you're going to hit something right. Okay, so that'll be, we did the Matty flip to knife's edge. We'll do a normal flip to knife's edge. Are we racing? No, not at all. Hey, Demo, if you could respond to that chat on the on Velocidrone and just say no, it's a YouTube stream, that would be fantastic. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, someone left the session. I keep hearing dings in my ear, and I don't know where they're coming from. I'm guessing they're from the chat on here, but that's okay. Oh, crashing. All right, that wasn't it. Oh, come on. All right, we're starting to get a little stale here. I'm running out of things to talk to myself about. So, yeah, that's about all I got. So we either need to get some questions in, or we're just gonna log off for the night, and we'll just see you on Saturday whenever I drop my next video. Don't like to end streams early, but I can only talk to myself for so long. And I realize you do have to be subscribed for 5 minutes to chat, but we've been on here for 48 now, actually. And so, yeah, so get in. I'll give it 5 more minutes. Let's get some chats going, or or we'll just end the stream early because your boy does have. Let's talk new build. Okay. Sorry, just playing sim. You didn't really have much questions. No, that's okay. I just, it's hard for me to just not have anything to talk about. I can't have music playing on the Mac, and no one can hear the game audio. So if I'm not talking or answering questions, the stream just gets very stale, and that's not what I want. So, there are some nights where it needs to just end early, and if tonight's one of those nights, that's completely okay. But yeah. So, all right, let's talk new build. Let's talk about what I'm excited for this year. Okay, so we'll talk the new build. The new build is going to be the Basher quad. We're going to build it on the TBS Source 1 frame, because that is a relatively cheap frame that you can get parts for without any problems. And I can 3D print most of the parts, so that'll make my life a lot easier for whenever I break things. So we've got the TBS Source 1 frame. It'll probably have a DJI OG air unit in it because that's what I have laying around, and I really don't want to put any more money into this. It'll have the RadioLink F722 flight controller and ESC, I believe. Which they sent that to me along with the controller that I did a review on last week. I'm very much so hoping that this flight controller will be, I don't want to say better than the controller, because the controller is fantastic. The controller just wasn't what I need for it to be. So if you want to win that controller, actually go to that and watch that video, and you can see it. So we've got that flight controller, DJI Air unit. We'll be using MEPS motors. I know a lot of people don't like them at all, but they send me free motors and they work. And, you know, I think there's several things that that people have complaints about MEPS that should not be complaints, but we're not going to get into that. And so, yeah, so it'll have MEPS motors. It'll be 6S. I'll be running 6S 1300 batteries on it, which is what I run on all my 6Ss. And then I'll probably put my Insta360 Go 3 on top because it's a cheaper camera, and if I break it, it's not the end of the world. I do have other action cameras, but it's definitely going to be a drone that will be broken often and will need repairs. So that's why I'm trying to go as cheap as possible on all the parts. Cheap but reliable is the name of the game. So that way I can break it and not have to pay bunches of money. That's why I'm putting an older Air unit in it, because you can get the cameras for super cheap right now. And so, yeah, I just want it to be as budget friendly and as durable and crashable and fixable as possible. So that is the new build. What I'm excited for this year, it depends on what we're talking about in terms of exciting. In terms of like drone stuff and whatnot, I'm excited. I got a couple trips this year that I'll be doing some drone things on. So those will be good. I've got, you know, another filming trip coming up in a couple weeks. That'll be fun. I'm actually going out of the country in April, so that'll be a blast. And demo, if you DM me, I can tell you more about that. I'll probably wait to share those details until after I'm done with the trip and once I record a video on it. But it's going to be an absolutely insane trip, so I'm really excited about that. Got a couple trips, family vacations planned for this summer. That'll be exciting. I'm picking up a lot more in terms of like my business, picking up a lot more wedding shoots, which is nice because those pay the bills really well. And that means that we can buy more drones. Actually, no, what that really means is I'm going to be getting married this year, so that'll be fun. Very excited for that. That's probably going to be that will be the highlight of my year. So excited for that, but there'll be more details as that progresses. And then, yeah, other than that, just excited to grow a business. I'll be moving to a different city this year. So that'll be exciting. So there's a lot of just changes and a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening this year. I don't know if I will. So I'm kind of struggling right now in terms of like YouTube and what I want to actually put on here. So obviously this channel, I have built it up and I fly drones on it, and I think I want to keep that. But anything that I've done in the past year that has been outside of drones has not done well whatsoever. And I put a ton of effort into my videos. And so, you know, I kind of want to do some more like behind the scenes things and kind of more life stuff and like my business and things like that. But I just don't know how they're going to perform on here. And I don't want to put a ton of effort into making a video that is not going to A, help with my audience, or B, perform well. That kind of thing. So, because the drone stuff is working really well right now, and that's obviously what I'm passionate about, but I've got so many other things that, you know, I'd like to share. So there might be a new channel being created, that would be under my business's name, where I'll kind of go more so behind the scenes of like the trips that I go on for my business and the jobs that I do, and some like teaching stuff of, you know, how I film things, kind of more so cinematography, video creator stuff versus strictly drone things. Now, I'm sure there will be some crossover in terms of drone things, and because obviously I fly drones for my job and for my company, so I want to you know, include that on the new channel. But I think the new channel will be about the business and maybe not necessarily me. I mean, it'll be called my business's name, so it'll be called Muthos Media. So I don't think I necessarily need to be like, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to work, if we're actually going to do that, or if we're just going to stick with this channel. And like, you know, I've got travels coming up this year that are jobs, and a couple of them don't include drones. And so that kind of like makes me think like, should I be posting this on my main channel? Should I do a Muthos Media channel? So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know if you all have noticed or not, but I've stopped all short form content on this channel because that was really hurting me. So it's really interesting. My actual video views are up, but my short form views are way down because I obviously haven't posted anything short form in over a month. And so that's been something that's been tricky to navigate because, you know, whenever I'm used to getting over 2 million views a month and we're down to less than 200,000 this month, that's been pretty difficult for me to see. But I know it's working well, and I have other analytics that I can view and see that people are tuning in more to my long form videos, and that's where I want to be with this channel. So it's just kind of like a rebuilding / growing year for me. Obviously, I'm doing vertical live streams right now, but that's because I'm in the YouTube vertical live stream bootcamp. Whenever that is over, I will probably go to horizontal live streams and do like, you know, from what you can see from your computer screen and stuff. And I think that'll look a little bit better on stream and won't be as searchable or findable, because right now YouTube is pushing vertical live streams, but I think it'll just be a better format for everyone. So that's what's going on with this year coming up, and that's what's going on with the new build. So yeah. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, like the stream. It'll share it with other people who might be interested in this type of thing. And yeah, that's about all I got on those two things. Oh, we crashed. And that's a crash. You're going to be busy. It sounds exciting. Yeah, it definitely is going to be a busy year. It's really, I don't know. It's wild, like working for myself. So obviously I have my media company that I run, and the people that work for me don't come into the office because the office is my house, and they can do all their jobs either remotely, or if I need help on a shoot, they'll be with me on a shoot. So it's one of those things where, you know, day by day, you don't really see much change. I feel like for the past 4 days, I've just been editing, but like also in the past 4 days, I've booked a couple weddings, and I've booked flights, and making progress on other things in my life. So it's just one of those things where sometimes it gets hard. Like, I see all these things in front of me that obviously I'm very excited for, and I want them to happen now, but I have to do the work that I don't necessarily want to do right now in order to be able to do those things that I do want to do. So it gets difficult sometimes because I'm like, all right, I can't wait for this trip coming up, and I want it to be here, but like also have 3 YouTube videos that need to be edited, and other clients that need stuff sent back to them. So it's just, yeah, it's always interesting. The fun things are always a lot of fun, but there's lots of days tucked into the office editing in between those fun days. So yeah, and that can make it difficult sometimes. And then also too, should have some good news. Oh, heck yeah, demo. I think I know what that is. I'm definitely excited for that good news. That's freaking awesome. That'll be so cool. But yeah, and then my girl's been sick over the weekend, so I didn't get to see her. Johnny, you're Johnny. Johnny, I'm Johnny. If you know, you know. I don't know. So if you could enlighten me, Carlos. But thanks for hopping in the stream. You're so trash at flying. Listen, practice. I need to go. All right, for anyone who sees my flying now, I need to go. Oh, yes, I do know what that is. I'm Johnny. 100% I know that. That's always been a joke with this guy that I used to work with and was one of my mentors at one point, Corey. That was, he would always, anytime I'd walk in a room, he'd go, I'm Johnny. So yeah, no, that's awesome. But I need to see, I need to go back through and see if I've got some old videos of me, see a demo. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Debbie's in the chat for demo, always, being there for me and contributing and stuff. I appreciate him. Yes, I need to find old videos of me flying so that I can show people just how bad I was. They are absolutely awful. Actually, the videos are still up of my old terrible flying, and I still get comments all the time of people hating on my flying. So just practice and enjoy it, and don't compare yourself to others, because it doesn't do you any good. Now, if you want to learn some things, then yeah, absolutely, watch what other people are doing, but don't compare yourself to them. The amount of hours that I have in a simulator is absolutely absurd. So, all right, so you've got the Nimble 65. Been tiny whooping lately. That's awesome. I love my tiny whoops. I'm about to get a new one, an exciting new release that I'm pumped about. We heard about the crazy ridiculous drone that was the Hummingbird race spec, and so now they're gonna send me the new Hummingbird that just came out, and I think I'm gonna, actually not I think, I know I'm gonna create a video on the Hummingbird, V, whatever it is, the new one. Excuse me. I'm gonna create a video on the new Hummingbird, but I'm also gonna include like what tiny whoop accessories I use and what I suggest for getting started. So I think that this drone is going to be a fantastic drone for starting off. We'll see how it feels whenever I start flying it, but with what I've seen from it so far, it's going to be a very awesome beginner drone, especially if like you don't want to buy a kit and you want to kind of piece everything together. So that's going to be what I'm going to make the video on, of like, hey, instead of buying a full kit, like I've done reviews on for what drones I've done reviews on, of like the kits that come from like Betafpv and stuff. But this one I want to be like, all right, if you don't want to buy a kit and you want your gear to last you for forever and not have to buy new gear, this is kind of what you want. So let's hear it. What video? Wait, video, if it's epic. Yeah, no, it will. I'm 100% going to make a video about that drone. Thank you so much. I've been working, like, I don't know. I feel like repetition is just so good for me with streaming and flying. So that's just what I've been trying to do, is like get the basics down so good that it's never even a question. And I've been flying the same rates on every single drone that I own, and in the simulator as well. So it's really improved my flying a whole lot. And I'm excited to, I got more batteries for my Pavo 20 Pro, and so I really want to fly that one some more. It was a free drone that was given to me. Obviously, I had to pay for the air unit, but I think that'll be a good quad for me to flip around until my Basher quad is built, and then once that thing is built, that'll probably be my main one. My cine rates are the same as Freestyle Max Rate Expo. So yeah, right now they are. I haven't been flying as much cinema stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've been flying pretty much same rates on everything. I will say, so for instance, my freestyle rates are in the 800s. My cine rates are in the 600s right now. But let me say this, that is because of the boxer that I'm using. So this controller has a lot longer of a stick throw than what I was using before. So with my TBS Tango 2, it's got a much shorter throw, and so the longer the throw, you can kind of put your rates up more. So that's why my rates sound a lot. So for instance, with this controller, 800 doesn't feel crazy to me, whereas with the TBS Tango 2, 800 felt insane. So whenever you're looking into people's rates and stuff, you also have to take into account their controllers and how far the stick throw is, because that drastically changes how much movement you're actually doing, and how high you want your rates, if that makes sense. 300 max. So outdoor rates are separate here. Yeah, and it depends on the drone too. So like, you know, my Flylens 85 can have a little bit higher rates than say like my Cinelog 25, because the drone is, you know, they're different. So it kind of depends on drone to drone, but for the most part, everything is this. I try to keep everything the same rates, just as much as possible. And then too, with racing more, that has allowed me to drastically increase my rates as well. So if you want, I mean, I'm not saying anyone would want to increase their rates, but if you want to increase your rates, start racing, and you will get a lot more comfortable with your movements on your sticks and be kind of more consistent with them, because you have to be whenever you're racing. But my race rates are like in the 500s, so I do lower them quite a bit, but even still, they I mean, I can still, I think, let me look at what my rates are on this drone right now, because that might be something. Advanced drone setup, yeah, we're at 800, 800, 700. My camera angle is at, I don't know. Let's see here. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I wish they had just, oh, they do have actual rates. Yeah, so center sensitivity 200, max rate 800, 800, 700. My yaw is always lower than my roll. And then expo 0.25 on each. That's what the curve looks like. There is no throttle curve. And then, yeah, and I think even whenever I fly like tiny whoops on here, that those are my rates. So, I mean, camera angle is at 15 right now, but I mean, we can still rip it for racing even at 800. Obviously that turn was a little wide, but yeah, it all just comes with comfort of your drone. Obviously, I'm not being super smooth with it right now. It's because I'm talking. But yeah, you can do anything with your rates as long as you're just comfortable with it, and if the controller matches kind of what your setup is. So with the Boxer, I do have higher rates than I have had with any other controller. I feel like if I was to go to something like the RadioMaster Pocket, which will probably be my next controller purchase, just because I want something smaller for gorilla whooping and stuff, that one I'll probably lower my rates on some of my tiny whoops with, because it doesn't have as long of a stick throw as this controller does. So yeah, don't whenever you look at people's rates, take into account what controller they're using. If they're using something with small gimbals, their rates are going to be lower. If they're using something with bigger gimbals, their rates are going to be higher. At least that's kind of what I've noticed. I could be wrong though, so that's just me personally. But yeah, I mean, racing's not too bad with super high rates. Obviously, I'm not the most stable and fluid, but you know, we're still getting through the gates without crashing. Also, this camera angle is trash for racing. You need to be at least 35. Actually, let's do it. Let's up it to 35 and see how much better or worse these rates get for me. But that's another thing. Camera angle is another important part when it comes to your rates. Like, for instance, flying cinematic, I fly at like 10. Well, depending on what I'm doing. But like home tours and stuff like that, I fly at essentially 0. And then I guess I fly at 10 for home tours. And then for freestyle, I fly at 15. And then racing, I fly at 35 to 45. So let's adjust that camera angle up and see what it does. We'll go to 35. Yeah, see, this is much more difficult. Actually, well, yeah. All right, we're struggling to keep it up in the air. I need more throttle is what needs to happen. But see, as I'm introducing more throttle, we're having more mistakes because the drone is just more sensitive at the higher throttle levels. Okay, we kind of muscled our way through there. That one was super wide. I think that's my thing with the higher camera angle. I really got to make sure I'm pulling it back on my pitch. But yeah, you can race it whatever you want. You can fly whatever's comfortable. I will say there is this kind of stigma that the higher your rates are, the better of a pilot you are, and I do not subscribe to that. I definitely did whenever I was first starting off. I was pushing my rates to try to get to where they were higher so that I could feel like a better pilot. And guess what? It made me a worse pilot. So fly whatever you're comfortable with, and then just adjust it from there. Get comfortable with it and figure out your style of flying, and just stick with it. That's my advice to you. Oh, see, look at that. Crashing! Sorry, that was probably really loud in your ears. All right, let's go back to freestyle. Dropping it down to 15. Oh, also, I used to fly freestyle at like 25. Dropping it down to 15 is definitely my preference. I'm also a bit of a slower pilot than most people in anything that I do. So, yeah, so that's why I like 15. But I also like it to be smooth, and I don't do as many crazy tricks and stuff that other people do. All right, that was kind of a not a good knife edge. If y'all got any other questions for me, hit me with them. Hit me with them questions. But yeah, that was a good question about rates. You got me going there for a little while. Let's see. We're gonna end this, not the live stream, but let's go to we're gonna exit this session. We're gonna go into a house. Sorry everyone who was just in that session. We're gonna go into, let's see here. This is the Hummingbird race spec, and then we will create a session. Let's go to house, and we'll fly inside. We'll do the micro house party. Oh, they already have my ID. I can't change the map. Home tour? You mean like my home tour? Or like a home tour through the game? Because we can do a home tour through the game. Actually, we're just going to go back to just a single player session so that way I can switch stuff up as much as I need to. All right. Through the game. Oh, I got you. Yeah. So I'll show you kind of like, obviously this is race rates. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got to get used to this real quick. See, this doesn't flip as quickly as the other drone. The rates are a little bit stiffer. What are the rates on this drone? Oh, 680. No wonder they're not doing it. Let's see here. Let's go to rate profile 2, and let me set this up to what I think would be my cinematic rates. Let's go like 500. I'm not even sure. I don't have these memorized. Yeah, I'll show you kind of a one take. So we'll go 450 here. We'll drop these down to 150. Not sure if that's right or not. I would have to plug in a drone and see what my actual rates are. We'll do Expo. We'll do 0.25 on everything. We'll do 0.3 on that Expo. Yeah, everything looks good. So we're going to save rate profile 2. You still haven't found something better than the Avata 2 for real estate. Altitude control makes it easy. You have a few to usually shoot first time Avata 2 and like 4-ish on Cinewhoop. Cinewhoop recommendations. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. I fly most of real estate of everything on let's see here. Okay, this isn't bad. Oh, yes, it is bad. These rates are so slow compared to this throttle. Okay, so I fly most everything home tour wise, real estate wise on the Avata 2. That's kind of what the video on Friday is going to be about, or Saturday is going to be about, is my experience with the Avata 2 and why everyone should own one. You've not tried the Itzy Evo yet, but you've heard it's phenomenal. Yeah, so I've heard lots of great things about the Itzy Evo. I personally do most of, if it really depends for real estate what the client is looking for on whether what drone I'm using. If it's like a business that I'm flying through, I 100% will use my Flylens 85. But if it is just a regular home and it's just, it's for a real estate agent, then we're using the Avata 2 because the Avata 2 just gives such smoother, quicker flights. And I can pause it mid-flight and open and close doors, and I can edit that out and no one would ever see it. Whereas the Flylens, you got to kind of be a little bit more careful with your movements and what you're doing. Okay, so let's do a home tour on this one. So first thing that I would do is I would walk the house and figure out everything. We're also going to put it in angle mode because that's how I fly my tours. Fun fact. The Huma 20 with 04 Pro instead? No, so I've not flown anything other than what I have. So I don't have money to be spending on drones. I'm trying to get married this year, so we have not been purchasing new equipment. I just got the Flylens 85 frame for the 04 air unit. Because that is one of my drones that I use for work. But in terms of like experimenting and stuff, I haven't been able to do hardly any of it this year. Okay, so first thing that I would do is walk the house, obviously establish my flight path. So for instance, you come in right here and then I would swoop around the kitchen here and do that kind of thing. And then I would come over to the living room. I would swoop around here, show off that beautiful living room, and not hit the person's plants. Hang on, I gotta fix something. We gotta switch drones. This race spec drone, it ain't doing it. I want to say there's a drone that I practice with for drone tours on here. This one, this Cine, I think is the one that I used. Oh, get that hidden. Definitely didn't use the Mobulus 6 for tours. Didn't use any of those. Okay, yeah. So I think this is the one that I was using for tours whenever I was practicing. We'll do pylons because I don't think there's many of those in the house. And that way I can get a real tour going. But let me check these. Oh, nope, did not want to do that. There we go. This drone feels much better in terms of like tour and stuff. Okay, cool. So let me switch this to angle because that's what I would fly in. And then yeah, let's do a tour. This one's a lot more manageable than the race spec. Okay, so we're starting off here at the front door, and then we're gonna swoop in here. We're gonna try to keep it as level and as tight as possible. Obviously, I'm doing this for a live audience, so it's not going to be as smooth as I would want it to be. but you go around the kitchen, and then we come in here through the living room. And I think one of the biggest things with drone tours is really determining your path that you're going to take before you start flying. So for instance, this one, we did all of that stuff. Then I'm going to go upstairs, and we'll go up here. We'll show this first bedroom. Okay, good master bedroom. And then we'll go into here. We'll go through this room and kind of swoop around here. And then we'll go back down the stairs. And then we'll go around here. And I would normally go through the basement at this point just because it's kind of on my path, and I'm just making this up. I don't know this map very well. So we'll come swoop through the basement, and then there's like this extra cellar area. Go through all of this to show people what their bunker is going to look like. And then you can go swooping in through the basement, and I would come through here, and I would fly through these posts so that people would know that I'm good at what I do, except for I did not get through that post there. Or that one right there. Calm down. All right, we're getting it. So then you get the whole basement, and then I would just kind of fly however I want to get back up, because all of this stuff is going to be speed ramped, and I know that. So I'm thinking about my edit while I'm flying. And then we'll come up here. We'll make this turn. We'll go in through this living room right here, keeping it nice and steady. I'd probably go a little bit slower than that so that I could speed it up, because you can always speed things up, but sometimes it gets hard to slow things down. Go through the garage, flip through that. I normally don't go into bathrooms, but I'll go in for this one because this one's kind of big. Swooping in through the bathroom, spin, spin, spin. And then we'll go through this way into the laundry room, show that off. Wow, look how big this laundry room is, guys. And then we would come through and go out the front door. Now, what I would normally try to do is figure out an exit through one of these windows or something different. I don't like repeating my path ever. What does it say? Huge map. Yeah, it is a huge map. So I don't like repeating my paths in this. So what I would probably try to do is, and also too, most houses have a back door, and this house does not have a back door. There are no doors in this house for me to exit through. So normally what would happen is I would figure out a path to where I can go show the outside of the house. So we start from the front, flying in from the outside. We go and do our tour. So we'll come through here, go through that living room. Then we could go back upstairs, or we could come through here, skip going upstairs, go down into the basement, do all the basement stuff, come back up, and then go through this living room. I normally, depending on how the state of the garage, I normally won't go through garages. But in this case, we would go through the garage, show off how big and clean that is. Then we would come through here, and I would go through the laundry room. And then, so we spin around, go through the laundry room, and then I would come up through here and kind of do that kind of maneuver in order to show that off. We go through here, beautiful bedroom, and then through here, and I would swoop around this bedroom and then open that window and go through that window out to the backyard to show the back of the property. That's kind of my thinking, and the way I don't want to cross my path twice, and I want to show off as much of the house without getting stuck in like bathrooms and stuff like that. Now, like a master bathroom, I'll always go through, but that's kind of my thought process with this. So you're going to try to get a review out on the Avata 2 soon, comparing it to other Cinewhoops. Just never have drone reviews before, but not a whole lot of content on the Avata 2. Did drone brands reach out to you? Did you route? How does that work? Not a lot of content on Avata 2 for real estate. Yeah, there really isn't a lot of content on the Avata 2 for real estate. I think truly the Avata 2 is a game changer for real estate. I think a lot of people don't want to put out reviews on the Avata 2 for real estate because then it cuts into their profit margin. So if I'm out here, trying to run a successful real estate business and I'm telling everyone in my area that this drone is the easiest drone to use and literally a toddler could fly through a house with it, that doesn't bode well for my business, because then you're going to get someone to go out and either already has their license or go out and get their license, spend the $1,500, and then come in and undercut your pricing on what you're doing. So I think a lot of people aren't putting stuff out on the Avata 2 for real estate because they don't want to be undercut. For me, I'm going to, because I have other things that I can do in my business, and the drones is not the main thing on my business. It's just an extra thing that I can offer to my clients. So that's why I don't have any issues with kind of giving away my secrets, if that makes sense. I'm flying the Avata 2. So the original Avata has one major problem over the Avata 2 that cannot be fixed or updated. The Avata 2 has sensors for position hold. The original Avata has GPS for position hold. And so the Avata 2, if you were to fly it into a basement, you would lose control over the drone. Whereas the Avata 2 has its own sensors, and so regardless of satellites or not, it'll hold its position and won't move. But yeah, Avata 2 is the ultimate money-making machine. If you're wanting to make money with a drone, go out and buy an Avata 2, and then just rake in the cash. Because now, I will say, in the real estate industry, it's one of those things where I do not believe in normal real estate markets, not like high-end $1 million homes kind of things. In normal real estate markets where you're flying through the median home of the area, I do not believe that you can be just a drone pilot for those. I do feel like you need to have some type of other photo services or video services offered, because realtors do not want to hire 3 different people to come to their houses. They want to hire one person who can do all of these things. And so being able to do drone tours is just an extra service that you're able to offer that separates you from your competition. But I don't believe that you can solely live off of realtors and drone tours, because you got to be able to do more than just that. I'm not sure if One Shot Drone Tours has experienced that same thing, but I do know that you offer a lot more than just drone videos, and so you could correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I have seen and the realtors that I've talked to, they do not want to hire more than one person to show up to shoot their houses. They want one person to work with and not have to do anything else. So if you want to do drone tours of houses, you also need to be able to do photos for houses too. But that's just been in my experience. I could be wrong. But yeah, so this is how you fly through a house, and I've just been flying through this house right here. Going a little fast. I would not go this fast. Ooh, from Matterport. Yeah, so I don't offer Matterport stuff. I think that the drones kind of replace Matterport stuff. But you have all services and packages. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there are markets where you could just do FPV, but in the market that I'm in, I can't just survive off of FPV for real estate. There are other things that I can be doing. So, and I wouldn't want to just do FPV drones for real estate. But yeah. Well, I think that is going to do it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, go ahead and let's hang out. Hit that subscribe button. I got videos coming out this week and next week. And we're going to end the stream here, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Thank you all so much for hanging out and asking questions. I appreciate you guys. And One Shot Drone Tours, we need to hang out or talk or something. So yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.